Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coach Report with head women's lacrosse coach Shannon Smith. Welcome, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
Coach, one game on the schedule this week. You just concluded two back-to-back games against national-ranked opponents. Talk about the game against Johns Hopkins, a 12-4 defeat.
Yeah, it was a really tough game. I thought that Johns Hopkins is a really great offense, and I thought defensively we played really well defensively. I know we let up 12 goals, but we played like 90% of the game on defense, and I thought that Maddie Fields had a really big game for us. In our struggles, we're on the draw circle, and then offensively we had a lot of turnovers offensively, so there's a lot of things that we're going to be working on this week to really prepare ourselves for season and in our game this weekend. But defensively we played well. It was offense that we really struggled with.
You talk about the time of possession. How important is it to have to turn that a little bit, at least get it to like a 50-50, 60-40 type split to give your team a chance in a game, especially against such a talented team like Johns Hopkins?
It's huge, especially when you play like a talented team. You have to really make sure that if you have a big stop on defense, that you're capitalizing it on the offensive side of the field. And we didn't do that. And you just said the time of possession, that was huge for us. We played basically 90% of the game on defense. So, that's the reason why we came away so happy with the way our defense played, because they continue to get better every week. And to only let up 12 goals with that much time being played on the defensive side of the field was huge for us. But we have to do a better job, and I think that's really going to start for us on the draw control, because I think the more we can gain possessions off the draw control, and then when we get down on the offensive side of the field, we really can't turn the ball over.
You mentioned already with Maddie Fields, back-to-back games with 11 saves, career high back-to-back games. Talk about her development now as the season progresses.
Maddie has been huge for us. She really is gaining a lot of confidence, is really strong for us down the defensive side of the field, and has been putting in a lot of extra work outside of practice with extra shots, so watches a lot of game film, and we're going to need Maddie to continue playing well for us.
Another player that seems to be playing well, Carly Ancona, especially on the defensive end. Talk about her development now, a healthy Carly Ancona.
Yeah, Carly is a great player for us. She's one of those kids that's always, she might not show up in the stat sheet a lot, but she's going to be a kid that always comes up with big hustle plays, and you can always rely on Carly to go 110% out there on the field, and it's really nice to see her getting healthy, and I really feel like she's like starting to make that change right now with her healthiness, and really starting to become 100% now, so hopefully we can continue that going into April.
Alyssa Barela scored 2 goals, led your team against Johns Hopkins. Healthy, first question, and it was good to see her back getting in the scoring column after the injury against Maryland.
Yeah, Alyssa's definitely getting healthy, and I think she's really starting to learn a lot as a freshman right now. She's just been doing so much for us, playing both on the offense and the defensive side of the field, and now taking draw control. So she's got a lot on her plate, but I think she's really been stepping up for us, and she's only continuing to work hard and only get better every day.
You have one game on the schedule this week. Conclude your current 3-game homestand with a game against Quinnipiac on Saturday at 12. Talk about the Bobcats and what kind of challenges they possess.
Yeah, it's going to be a really challenging game for us. They have a couple of different defenses that they can throw at us, zones and also man. And then offensively, they have a balanced attack. So it's going to be up for us defensively to really make sure that we're playing a team defense, we're sliding quickly, and then offensively, we're reading what type of defense they're in. If they're in man, we really have to be able to dodge hard, create a double team, and swing the ball to the backside. And if they're in a zone, we're really going to have to be able to slip underneath it and move the ball quickly, finishing our shots. But I think really the game is really going to come down to us is we got to really make sure that we're winning the ground ball in the draw control category, and not just by like 1 or 2. We have to dominate those 2 categories.
We talked about right before the show started here. January was such a wonderful month weather-wise for you guys. February and March has completely changed, especially March. How do you prepare for what Saturday could be when the weather could be like it is now with 20 degrees and maybe snow, maybe freezing rain? How do you get your team's mindset ready for that type of environment?
Yeah, the weather was definitely too good to be true. I'm pretty sure anybody up on the East Coast could say that January and February was great. In regards to the weather, it's just something that you have to play for. You signed up being a Division I athlete, and you signed up for the game of lacrosse. In New York, no less. Yes, in New York, no less. And you signed up for the game of lacrosse, so you know that you're going to have to expect some cold weather. And, that's why we practice outside during the week to prepare ourselves for it. And you just have to you can't really think about it. Which once you start thinking about it and you start complaining about it, the weather kind of beat you already. So you just have to go out there and do your thing and not allow the weather to affect you.
Well, Coach, good luck this weekend, and we'll see you then.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching the WB Mason Coach Report with head women's lacrosse coach Shannon Smith.